Addictions are psychological or physiological impulses that keep us tied to a certain substance or behaviour, even when our compulsions become destructive. Commonly associated with drugs, alcohol and nicotine, addictions can manifest themselves in our attitudes also towards work, infidelity and gambling. So what causes addictions? A lot of addictions develop as a way of coping with unwanted feelings or thoughts. This distracts us from an unhappy past or present and can create a powerful unconscious dependency that will lead us to wanting more. We may feel we have a shortcut to feeling good or coping, but protracted use of any substance or behaviour that circumvents the underlying causes will always lead to deeper suffering somewhere down the line. A fascinating case study of addiction involved US servicemen during the Vietnam War, 90% of which had developed a heroin addiction. After the war, Nixon's government was anxious as to how to accept these brave but damaged men back into society. Wouldn't they end up as criminals feeding their addictions? He needn't have worried. 90% of the soldiers immediately stopped once they returned to their families. The 5% who remained addicted had less or no family support and no life to go back to. Once the context of war had been removed, most men went back to a life free of addiction, as if they could psychologically sidestep the physical dependency. Often people suffering with addiction of any kind create logical loopholes around their guilt in order to maintain their habit, automatically finding excuses to continue, even though on a conscious level they know it's killing them. So it's not uncommon to hear,
"I like a drink, so what? What's wrong with a few glasses of wine to help me relax?"
How can cannabis be harmful when it grows from the earth?
The thing is, I have an addictive personality.
I love smoking. Always have done. It's the only thing that gets me through the day. I'm so stressed.
I can't see the problem. I mean, everybody's drinking alcohol. It's a legal thing. You can go in the supermarket and buy it. There's no problem at all.
And most tragically of all,
I'm not addicted. I can quit whenever I want.
Seeking help for the psychological underpinning of a problem is essential to successful recovery, because as long as there is a need to cope, there will always be a need for the addiction.